it's ghetto?
Yes.
Okay.
Sucking into these leggings is really ghetto. Don't look at it. But
Oh boy.
what? Can you see the stuff on the stairs? That makes sense somebody for this?
No, the camera is going live. I don't know if you wanted to have been seen.
Just are you serious?
You knew that's what I was doing. All right, what's going on? Um, I will not be before you all very long because I am tired. I just got in from the shop not too long ago. I just got here not too long ago. I was supposed to get started at 9:30, but you know, um, if you guys are in the shop just like me, you know what it's like. You know, I'm I work behind the chair just like you all. But when we last were together about 2 weeks ago, I didn't do last week. We had a birthday for my second oldest, turned 15 on last Monday, so was hanging out with the family on last week. But I decided to switch days too, and I'll explain why I switched days in a minute. But when we when we last were together via live, we had started with how to increase the value of your services. Um, kind of piggybacking off of what we had just got through doing with barber by the name of Goober Master, where we were kind of just breaking down his unique situation and kind of came up with a pretty solid game plan of how he can reach his financial goals and expansion goals behind the chair. Um, when we last met, we were just dealing with how to increase the value of your services. And I think oftentimes we navigate towards how to perfect our haircuts, and we mistake having a better looking haircut with having a more valuable haircut. And it's just simply, that's just not the case. Um, I mean, it could look better, it could appear better, but that does not necessarily mean that it's going to translate into being more valuable. So I don't want to spend too much time recapping. You can go on the YouTube channel and you can find all the replays. There's probably about 12 hours worth of live coaching where if you go through and you dissect everything that I've said in these lives and you kind of reverse engineer it, I've given you a game plan to have whatever kind of career you want behind the chair, whatever kind of financial goal you want, whatever type of quality of clients you want, whatever type of moves you're trying to make in your business behind the chair. I've already given out. Uh, um, I've given out a lot already, and go back and listen to those lives. Me working through Goober Masters situation, we kind of like really broke down the science behind having a really successful career behind the chair. Let me put some stuff in front of me, so you can go back and you can check those lives out on YouTube. Just type in uh, BarberSHED or BarberSHED Chicago. You'll see the logo. I don't have the logo up at the moment, but like I said, this long day. My day started for whatever reason. I woke up about 2 o'clock in the morning. can't even exactly explain why, other than I did feel like getting up, but where I messed up at was I laid back down because I wasn't supposed to get up until 4:30. Get up at 4:30 because I typically try to get most of the stuff done the night before. I leave out the house about this morning about 5 o'clock or so because I had to be around the shop at 6 a.m. And I'm just getting home at. I got here about almost 10 o'clock. Um, so um, I'm a little I'm a little tired. I'm gonna show you this one resource really quick. Um, if you if you work really long hours and you gotta get up, let me know in the comment section. But I'm gonna show you this resource that I use. Give me 1 second. All right. So let me go to. I got a little bit of a. Okay, so this is it's a website that I use called Sleepy Time. So when I have to get up really early in the morning, or I have like really late nights, one of the things that I noticed over the years of just doing this and being behind the chair is that you have to be a great manager of your energy. You have to be a great manager of your energy as well as of your time. So one of the things that I do is that I'm really mindful of when I lay down and when I go to sleep. So right now, I know that my first client is 6 a.m. If I got a 6 a.m. client, then I'm gonna get most of my stuff done tonight. So I'm gonna get up about 4:30 in the morning. So go sleepytime.com. I need to get up 4:30. So that means that I just missed my 10:30 window of when I need to be going to sleep. So my next window that I have is this 12 a.m. But look what this says. You should try falling asleep uh, at one of these times here, right? Then down here it says, please keep in mind that you should be falling asleep at these times. The average human takes 14 minutes to fall asleep, so plan accordingly. So that means that if it's true, then I need to be um, laying down at 11:45. So that would be like almost an hour and 6 minutes from now. So an hour from 6 minutes from now, I don't think I really want to be up that long. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna recalculate again. So I know I need to either be asleep by 12 o'clock or plan to fall asleep. So like I said, I'm not gonna be on this live very long. I'm gonna drop some at least what I hope you perceive as some nice little gems for you to consider when increasing the value of your services. Let's say it's 10:40. Say I stay on here for another 20 minutes. Go get ready. I mean, of course, I might as well stay up to that 11. But let's just, for sake of conversation, 11:15. 11:15. Then that means that I need to be setting my alarm at 3:45 or 3:15. Reason being is that if I wake up at 4 o'clock, I'm gonna be really droggy. I'm gonna be drained. I'm just gonna have a hard time. But that's because after 3:45, I'll start back going into another sleep cycle. Keeping track of time like this helps you to wake up when you're coming out of a sleep cycle, and it helps you feel much more energized. I use this all the time. um, all the time, like to be a good like manager of like my time and my energy and stuff like that. So this is something that I use a lot. Um, Show you one more. Um, so Saturday, my day starts at 5 at the shop. So I'm gonna get up at 3:30. So that means tomorrow Friday night, I need to be falling asleep at 9:30, or I need to be falling asleep at 11 o'clock. So that way, I have no problem with getting up at 3:30 in the morning. You know, take me about 30, 40 minutes to get ready, get out the house, leave home about 4, between 4:10 and 4:15. Get to the shop, get everything set up, recline in a chair at 5 o'clock, and you know, if that's helpful, if this is helpful information, let me know in the comment section, whether you're here live or send me a DM. Most people send me a DM. But let's jump into this. So that's just something I wanted to share. Again, this indirectly adds value to your services, because you're more mindful of yourself. You're more mindful of your energy levels. You're more mindful of just how you perform and knowing what you need as a service provider. Um, I am sharing my screen here. I want to kind of show a little bit of just kind of like my thought process. Do I actually want to do this? You know what? Let's switch over. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's go into to increasing the value of these services. Some of this will piggyback off of uh of the last time we met. Let me. All right. I just need to increase my. I'm sorry about that, guys. I just needed to increase increase the font size. And some of this information, because I'm doing this just coming off work, some of the information I can't exactly share because it's private information. I'm looking at a couple of things on here I can't really share, but okay. So increasing the value. So when we're talking about doing the actual haircut, and for the most part, this works with any haircut, but you want to use water. Here's what I mean by using water. If you can write in the comment section, or whether you hear live now or whether you watching this on replay, Facebook or YouTube, if you can kind of repeat after me and just write it in the chat, you want to use water with your haircuts. Here's here's what I'm contrasting to. You see a lot of barbers, and I've done it. I'm definitely guilty of it. And every once in a while, I may use it if necessary. But we are such in a hurry to do a great haircut that sometimes we take shortcuts. And with those shortcuts, it'll cause us to quickly run through a haircut, and then we spray the hardest spritz that we can find around the hairlines and stuff. We spray them down so it gets real hard, so that we can use really sharp pair of trimmers and line up as quickly as possible so that that spritz holds everything in place, locks it in place. We knock that hair off, but it also leaves that ash line. I'm going to say if you want to increase the value in your services, you want to use water. You don't want the client to feel like their forehead is stuck. You don't want their face to feel like it's stuck. And you want to also be mindful that you don't want to have it where it looks perfect when you're in the shop. Everything looks flawless because you got it sprayed to death. What you want to do is you want to add water to your haircut so that it can begin to expose any imperfections or weight lines, lines of demarcation within your blends, as well as any of the hair that's overlapping onto the hairline. You can see those little fine hairs. What this does is it puts you in a position where you get a chance to see exactly what that client's hair is going to look like when they shampoo it at home. If you could get an idea of what their client's hair is going to look like when they shampoo it at home, when they go home and they shampoo it, they're going to be so impressed that their haircut still look the same and it's intact. Not only will the client see it and notice it, everybody else the client is going to notice, and other people may begin to notice how much longer the haircut lasts, or the perception of it lasting longer. Number two, use some type of styling gel. In the purpose of using styling gel within your haircut services is that you want to kind of have a finished look, right? You want the client to be able to leave from the shop, leave from the place of business, and go wherever that they're going, whatever place that they're going, and they're already put together and ready. Oftentimes, clients, if you're still using old school methods and they're wearing a box and uh, give them a fade and shaping up that box, but then they still gotta take time to go home, shampoo their hair out, style it with some gel or some cream, and then they putting the sponge or the twist comb on it, and you can become more valuable in that client's eyes if you offered services that allow them to just be able to get up from the shop and they're already put together. So many of you all are not doing this. You're not shampooing, and you're not using styling gel because we have this mentality of time is money. So it's in and out. You got to move as fast as you possibly can. And I'm just one that I'm personally against those ideas. Yes, I get the concept that time is money. You don't want to hold the client hostage, but at the same time too, go back and watch um all the videos that I did with the Goober Master. A lot of times, the reason why you got to work so hard and work so fast to make the money that you need to make is because you had the wrong price and structure to begin with, because you just pulled your prices out of thin air. I want to help you all to get out of that and get rid of that mentality. Uh, Number three, if this is making sense, and you made it this far in the video and the rebroadcast, or if you're here live, hit me in the DM. Let me know if something like this or what I'm saying is resonating with you. Um, Next thing, and if this is resonating with you, and send me some hearts, like it, share it with somebody who you feel would benefit from this. Number three, you want to have some type of online booking system. We've said this before, and like I said, some of this will be a type of a repeat. But the reason why you want to have an online booking system is simply this: clients have become busier, and they have a lot of stuff going on, and you want to be in position where you're able to meet their needs. And sometimes what a client need is the ability to book at their convenience. That's what online booking does. It also does some other things too, but we'll talk about that in a later video. And you can go back and watch any of the previous videos where we're working with the Goober Master. But your online booking, that perceived value will begin to increase, especially if you can structure your online booking that is set for sales and vetting out good clients and deterring away potential bad customers. Um, Here we go. Number three, number four, appointment reminders. What you want to do is you want to have systems set in place where your clients get reminders about their upcoming appointments. You want to have it whether it's via text or via email. Text you're gonna A text message reminder is gonna be the the most responsive, the one that get the most open rates, people pay attention to the most. But you want to be in position where your clients are getting appointment reminders. Look, the clients are busy. They're busy like you and me. They got things going on, and you want to make sure that you fully embrace everything that's going on with your business. Uh, Please excuse the dog. You want to increase everything that's going on with your business, and you are responsible for your sales, for all of your sales. You cannot put that on the client and put them to work, that they have to do all the work. Yeah, I understand the online booking and how it works, and it's meant to be able to put some of the responsibility of the booking on the client. But as far as locking down those deals, to making sure that you're closing the right way, you want to make sure that you're doing follow ups, that you're doing appointment reminders. Because if it does nothing else, it helps a client who is kind of have a busy schedule all over the place. It kind of helps them stay on task. Now, there's other things that you can do to make appointment reminders more beneficial to you as the business owner, but the most important part is to just make sure that you decrease the amount of no call, no shows, late cancellations, and late arrivals. That's why you want to do appointment reminders. The next one is very similar to an appointment reminder, but this happens after the service has been rendered. The next thing that you want to do, item number 5, is you want to do follow up uh, emails or text messages. In my personal experience with this, um, emails work better in this, um, and that perceived value of that you care about your work, you care about your service, for someone to get their service done by you, and 2 days later they get a message from you, and it's just simply thanking you for patronizing the business, and hope everything that you were able to meet their needs, and maybe even throw in some suggestions about their next visit. If you notice what I said, you're already planting the idea of the next visit in. So you're making recommendations. You're putting it in the client's mind, or the customer's mind, that there will be a next visit. If you go back and watch any of the previous videos that I did with the Goober Master, you should be able to understand what I mean about, uh, um, you know, upselling for the next service, for the next visit. Item number, we are on number 6. That was 5. Okay, number 6. Make better offers. Simply put, the reason why the value of our services may not be as high as we would like them to be or that we desire them to be, it's because we haven't made a better offer. The reason why you know, may be charging $25, $30 for a haircut and you want to be higher than that, the main reason why you're still charging, the main reason why you're still getting $25, $30 for a haircut when that's way too low. Anybody who's ever spent any good deal of time with me and we break down numbers, I can tell you right away. If you are charging $25 for a haircut and it takes you longer than 15 minutes, you're chasing you're chasing money at this point. You'll never be able to win that way. Lord forbid this haircut takes you 45 minutes to an hour. You are not going to be able to have a thriving business off of that. And we're not talking about you charging high prices just for the sake of it. Like we've actually gone through do I've done the numbers with plenty of barbers, and I've gone through this so many times. I can automatically tell where a barber needs to be at, and I am not saying that they even have to have a certain type of skill level. I don't care who you are. You could be a terrible barber. You need to know your numbers and you need to know your break even point. So if you're watching this in the replay and you need some help figuring out your numbers, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you figure it out, like where you need to be at, to see how far you are from the number that you need to be, or to see if you are on target with your price point and where you need to be at. I'm more than happy to now show you the play of what to do with that. Um, but to kind of wrap up, make better offers is create packages, create services that you believe that your customer will like and they would enjoy. That being maybe a detox, scalp, um, a detox shampoo with scalp manipulation or scalp massages along with your haircut with enhancement and you know maybe an express facial. All those things have purposes and they solve different problems. And if you package something like that together and you were able to simply say, hey, this is a new service that I have. These are all the benefits that someone can expect from these services, and this is who it's ideal for. And I just wanted to let you know I do now have that available. If you follow any of my steps from, again, I'm gonna keep plugging what I did with Goober Master because I gave out a lot of game in that. I don't even know if that's gonna stay available that much longer just because I know what's there. I know it's there and I know how to decipher it and break it down. But you got to make better offers for your ideal clients. Number 7, time management. You have to get better with managing your time. Now, I'm not talking about perfectly. You have guys in the industry that are phenomenal with time management and they're able to work efficiently. They're able to work efficiently. They're able to work precisely. Um, I'm using this new app that's actually really really cool. Sorry, this broke my train of thought, but I'm using this app that's really really cool, and I think it will help any barber to really take control of his business. I'll probably talk about this in the upcoming live or something like that. Anyway, if if you were to look at one of the previous video where I break down my 10-minute interval system, what I try to do is I try to break everything up into 10-minute segments. That keeps me going. That keeps me more sharp and more alert and aware. so I don't get lost in a haircut, like many of us do. I believe that one of the reasons why we get kind of lost in our haircuts, or we spend more time than normal, because we're doing cutting and detailing at the same time. And I believe that they have to be two separate parts of the same haircut. If you cut and detail at the same time, that's gonna drastically slow down your baseline time. Let me make sure I'm gonna read this correctly. Numbered list. Okay. Uh-oh. Sorry about that, guys. We are looking at number 8. Now you want to control your atmosphere. If you're resonating with any one of these and this makes sense, leave me a comment, give me a heart, give me a share, give me a like, subscribe, um, or hit me in a DM. And if you need help with understanding and breaking down any one of these other ideas, let me know exactly. Man, this light is actually pretty bright today. Y'all probably can see me. I'm like squinting, the eyes is blinking. Anyway, um, your atmosphere is going to be vital to your perceived value. One of the things that I like to do is to really pay attention to what my clients are into, such as what they watch, what they listen to, movies that they into, their podcasts. And because I know more about what my clients' ambitions are, I'm looking for stuff that when they're in that space for that 30 minutes to 60 minutes that they're with me on average, um, they're gaining something new nearly every single visit. Whether it's a fresh idea from a podcast, whether it's a new song that they never heard of before from an artist that they never heard about, anything like that. I'm always looking to make sure that the atmosphere is right for my clients. Number 9, consultations. Consultations. Sometimes we get to the point where we think that because we have talked to a client before, then that's more than enough. No, realistically, what needs to happen is every client, every single time they get in the chair, you need to follow up with a fresh new consultation, and don't assume that they want it the exact same way. As a matter of fact, even be ready to make a suggestion. Like I said in one of the previous lives, there was some statistics that I was looking at before that were really interesting. Where one statistic said that the one of the number one reasons why clients look for a new service provider, a new barber, excuse me, a new barber in particular, is simply because they wanted something new. They wanted something new. They wanted something fresh, and they felt like they can get that by going to see another barber. And then, paralleling that idea, that the number one reason why clients left their previous barber, was because um, someone else was able to offer a service that their previous barber was not able to. Now you take an account of that and you look at this. The reason why most people never get new looks from their barbers, statistically speaking, is because the barber never made a suggestion. So I'm going to say to you, have a suggestion, have an idea, have an opinion about what looks good on your clients and what your style is and what you perceive would be best for them. Have good consultation. Make sure you ask questions. Make sure that you also have clarity. Make sure you have clarity on what it is that the client wants. Give me 1 second. Man. See if I can turn this down without being. About to get blinded out here. Sheesh. I know I look probably slightly underexposed, but we're okay. We're okay here. I had to just give my eyes a little bit of a break. Try to turn up maybe like right here. Okay. So consultation. Make sure that you don't make any assumptions about what your clients want. Make sure that you repeat back what they need. I don't care if I've been cutting clients' hair for, you know, 15, 20 years, which I still have those clients who I've been cutting them longer than any of my kids have been alive. And I still sit down in the chair. We're going to talk about what you're getting done today. What are you thinking? And I'm going to repeat it right back to them. So then that way there's no confusion. And then I try to make sure that, we spice it up a little bit. I got some suggestions, I got some ideas. And my goal is with my clients is to make them the new standard. Their look the new standard. I don't have barber posters in my barbershop because I want the client to fall in love with themselves rather than, not like in an arrogant way, but let's turn the client to the mirror. Let's see what we're working at. And let's create a look where now that client's look is the new standard. Those are my goals. Number 10, update your media content. I'm not saying you have to do this frequently. I'm not even gonna go into what I think about how frequently you should add posts and videos to your social media, but you want to make sure that the way your social media looks now, specifically your Instagram and maybe a little bit of your Facebook, you want to make sure that all the work that people see is a good representation of who you want to be. If you want to do all business guys and gals that are getting all type of advanced services, then you need to be mindful to not have your social media flooded with children's haircuts and hair graphics. It's going to be a dis uh, it's not going to resonate with your ideal client as much if you go that route. Number 11, continue education and advanced training. I cannot express enough how important it is to keep yourself sharp, especially if you run into if you're in a salon suite type of atmosphere. If you're in a salon suite type of atmosphere and you have no way of accountability, no way of someone keeping you sharp, you need to consider going to local classes and even getting a plane ticket, get on the plane and go out and do other classes, different parts of the country, learn different ways of doing something that you probably can do with your eyes closed. But it's always good to go and see what somebody else is doing, even if you learn nothing other than the fact that you would never do what you just saw. Sometimes that works out too. I don't have too many experiences like that, but I do have what we call is anti mentors. So that's another topic though. But excuse me. Advanced training and continuing education could be the difference between you making let's let's use this, being able to make six figures if you want to, which is definitely possible. But this advanced training and continuing education could put you in a position where you're keeping 100, you're keeping 100,000 for yourself because you know how to offer a better service to better suit the needs of your clients, so that you have the free time to do the planning that you need. Um, I wonder if I'm sounding a little crazy right now. Don't want to sound like I'm all over the place, but yeah, continuing education will put you in a position where you can do the type of planning that you need to not be making the money and just spending it right out. I mean, depending on the situation, if you like me, and you know my family size is 7, so I had to quickly learn how to change my situation. But yeah, continuing education can be the difference maker between making 100,000 and keeping 100,000. Number 12, location, location, location. For the most part, where you're currently at, where your where your business is at currently, if you just focus on doing great work, offering other potential services on your on your menu, um, that's all that you need. But then you get to a point, once you get these systems in place, you take my advice, you start dissecting everything that I gave the Goober Master. You get to the point where things are going well, where it does not make sense for you to stay in the location where you at. Again, those of y'all that don't know my story, um, I worked in a salon where when I got my first mentor, when he discovered that I was ashamed to even bring clients to that place, he was the one that urged me and begged me to hurry up and get out of that place. And it took me a whole year. He told me like January 2015. I didn't start looking for a place until December 31st, same year, 2015. And I decided to start over as a suite owner so that I can watch and record and jot down everything that I'm doing in my business, so I can discover what is it that I'm doing that's creating these pockets of success for myself. And that way I can document it and now have conversations like these where I'm able to share with you what's going on. It's 11:13. I'm gonna give you this last one. Number 13. I'm gonna give you this last one, and we're gonna get out of here. If this has been helpful, if this has been giving you a little bit of insight, if you find yourself able to use this, give me a heart, give me a like, give me a share. But more importantly, reach out to me. Give me some kind words in the, in the comment section, or in the DM. And even if it's not no kind words, if you want to say, hey, this information sucks, let me know that too. But number 13 is the last one for tonight, and we're gonna head out. You want to create a lookbook. You know, we kind of mentioned this earlier, but you want to make sure you have someplace visible, and not just Instagram, for all of your looks, all of the things, all the services that you offer. You want to create, and what would be real cool is if you actually create it as an actual book, as an actual like pamphlet, so when clients are waiting, they can flip through and they could see your work and become inspired by different haircuts and different hairstyles. You create that lookbook. It's gonna put you on a whole nother level. Your clients will respect the heck out of you, and you definitely be a rock star. The next time we meet, I'm probably gonna dig more into the content creating portion, more than likely. But you know, thank you all for those who are here with me live. I appreciate you, and those of you all who are in the replay, thank you so much for watching and tuning in. And like I said, I love to hear from you, and with a lot of you all, I would love to work with you. But maybe starting next week, I'm gonna be doing things on a in a different way. So my new updated times are gonna be somewhere like between Wednesday and Thursday to do lives in this way. But I think I'm only gonna do one or two more lives like this, and then I'm gonna switch and I'm gonna start doing something slightly different. I'll still have like live group coaching uh, around like this. I'll just be implementing it in a different way. Um, we're getting ready to start back up the BarberSHED spotlights. If you don't know what a BarberSHED spotlight is, you can Google it, type in BarberSHED spotlight, and you should see two of them right away. But if we don't have any comments, if I don't see any comments, let me just make sure I don't. Again, I'm sorry. I'm just double checking here, making sure I'm not missing anything. But yeah. So we're gonna be moving to a different day where this is gonna be on Wednesday or Thursday. So I'll see you all next week. And I would love to hear back from you guys to see which one of these from the last time we met or even on tonight, which one have you used and implemented, and I would like to know like how it's improving your business, especially adding water to your haircut. It's like my favorite thing to do at all. I prefer to cut damp hair, and then also using the 10-minute interval system so that you can increase on time management. Um, yeah, so I love to hear from you all, and I appreciate each and every one of you all who who's here in this live, and I love to hear from you. So until next week, I see y'all. Peace.